Tough one to take. We were a minute or 30 seconds from going through. How do you feel after that one?
Yeah, it's devastating, of course. It's the fine margins that decide football at this level. Decision making and quality, from opponents. It's all about the details. I thought we played a really, really strong game overall. Created chances, defended our box well. We obviously they have quality players. You have to defend your box. You need your goalkeeper to make saves. We did all of those things that we've done in big tournaments and big games before. And and then you look and it's as you say, it's 30 seconds from a semi-final. So to be on the plane home now is it's devastating.
What's your assessment of the match overall? I think both teams had a lot of chances. I'm not going to say if anything was a fair result or not, but what did you make of our performance in general?
Yeah, it's tough to put it down, I say, because we've got 2 or 3 chances to make it 2-0, but when you don't manage to find that goal, it's about defending your box, as we've done so many times in big games in the past, and we've done so well, and we did it well again tonight. It's tough to reflect on. You look at what could you have done differently, but overall I'm proud of the way the players approached the game, the mentality going into it. I thought we did a lot of things well, did a lot of things right, but at the end of the day, we're on the plane home in the quarter-final, and that's not where we wanted to be.
There's been a lot of talk throughout the tournament about level of opponent and how we'd be tested and when we'd be tested, things like that. What did you make of tonight's opponent? The first time you've played a team that Australia has a fair bit of rivalry with as well.
Yeah, it's obviously a top team, quality players, particularly in the final third. They play at the highest level. You can see that in the details. It's all about the details. There's not a lot separating, teams like South Korea from a team like Uzbekistan, but those little decision making in the final third, the quality that they possess to play that final pass, make the right decision in the right moment. You feel it out there that they have that extra quality, I guess. So, top team. But that's why I'm proud of the way we managed the game for 95 minutes, just not for the last bit. A
lot of positives from this tournament, not least your own performances, but I'm sure you won't want to pump yourself up. But it's obviously very fresh. What do you think you'll make of this tournament as time goes on?
Yeah, I think ultimately you can see how Asian football is growing. I think when you step back and look big picture, how teams have found it difficult. Obviously Korea and Japan not topping their group, and there's the likes of Jordan, and I think there was maybe 4 or 5 teams in the last 16 for the first time. You can see how it's growing and getting stronger, and bodes well for us moving forward. We're going to get tested more and more. We're going to have to show more and more quality to win games, and it's for us. It's just lessons to be learned. I guess it's for the younger guys. It's their first. A lot of guys, it's their first experience of a major tournament, and this feeling of disappointment. Unfortunately, for some of us who were here 5 years ago with a very similar feeling. So what the future holds will be trying to learn those lessons, push them into the players, and focus on a World Cup qualifying campaign, and that we want to go directly to into 26.
Well, and on that as well, in terms of next steps, when you look around at some of those younger guys as well, do you see a core there and a promise there that is going to drive us through this World Cup qualification campaign?
Yeah, for sure. And obviously the likes of it's that middle-aged group of Harry and Kai and Connor and Riley, guys now that have played in 2 tournaments and up around played 20-30 games for the national team. They're going to be the core of this team for a long time, and they'll learn a lot from this too. So it's going to be, for us, it's a lot of these guys are in some of the best domestic form of their careers, and we need to harness that. There's a lot of guys that aren't here as well that that'll be knocking on the door. So it's all promising moving forward. It's tough to obviously put it into words just now and trying to make sense of it all. But spoke to the players after the game, and I just said, it doesn't matter what happens individually with any of us moving on from this, but the culture of this team, the environment that we've created, the the way that we are, that is what soccer is, always is, and a lot of guys probably it's the first time they've got to be a part of that. So yeah, that's all I can say.